get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hello, my good people. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Kit. I'm back. We're
Okay, I'm going to
echoing
tell you
again now.
people before it again. Me and Grandma have a problem. And the problem is we had it since yesterday that it echoes, okay? We thought we had it fixed because last night we went and looked at the settings and all that, and it worked. But as of tonight, it's not working again, and I don't know what to do. So when I'm talking, she's muting, and vice versa. Oh, God, this sucks bad. Okay, now, if you guys don't know who Chris Albert is, he is involved he's a witness for the state for the John O'Keefe murder, okay? He is Brian Albert, the cop where John O'Keefe's body was found in his yard, his brother. And his son's name is Colin. He's the one that had he likes to threaten people. That's what he does. So apparently in 1994, or was it 95? 94 or 95. Now I want to get the wording right. I don't want to say he had been drinking because I'm not 100% of that. However, he did a hit and run. And the person that he hit, he killed. Which he never shared with the public now that he's like we call it a councilman, but out there it's called, what is it called again? What is he? He is the committee to elect. Okay. So he's a select board member. And he did not tell them that he's a felon for homicide. And what else do I want to say about him? I don't know. So I'm going to put this up here. Grandma, you want to read it? Hold on. There you go.
Okay. Oh, what's that thing? Oh, okay. Albert, accompanied by a lawyer, surrendered at the State Police Barracks in Foxborough about 9:30 a.m. Sunday. He directed investigators to a place in Cumberland where investigators found his 1991 white Chevy Lumina. In district court yesterday, Albert pleaded not guilty to charges of leaving the scene of an accident, death resulting, motor vehicle homicide by negligent operation, and motor vehicle homicide by reckless operation. Judge John Dolan freed him on $1,000 bail pending a pretrial conference July 28th, according to Sam Sutter, a Bristol County Assistant DA. Mazros Berger came to Providence in September to enroll in the 1 year's master's degree program in international business management at Johnson & Wales. He was described by the dean of the graduate school as one of the top students in the MBA honors program. Mazros Berger shared an apartment at 20 Grove Street in Providence with Philip Kahnbacher, a graduate student from Austria. Oh, he's a roomie. You could not run into two nicer boys, Frank C. Vasella, their landlord, said yesterday. Mazros Berger was one of the nicest, most disciplined, highly intelligent young men I've ever run across. I've compared him to my own son. Vasella said he has spoken to Mazros Berger's parents and that a younger brother was en route to the United States. I got a call from the family about 15 minutes ago, Vasella said. His parents are devastated.
And that is dated July 6, 1994. How sad is that? Okay, I'm going to bring up some documents here. All right, let's see. What's this one? Okay, Grandma. Oh, shoot. There we go. Let's see. This is the Bristol County preliminary field report. Oh.
Can you zoom just a little bit? Great. Okay, so Trooper William Delaney, Trooper Michael Connolly for State Patrol in Foxborough. Date, time of incident, July 2nd, 1994 at 3 o'clock in the morning. Time notified, 2200 hours, arrived at 0800 on the 3rd. Motor vehicle fatal accident. Victim name, Peter Berger, deceased, born in 1970. Victim number 2, Peggy Lau, date of birth, born 1969. Defendant, Christopher Albert, born in 71. Charges are leaving the scene of a homicide resulting in death, homicide by negligent operation, homicide by reckless operation. So there were actually 2 victims there. On 7/2/94 at 0300 hours, the victim's vehicle had been traveling Route 95 southbound in Attleboro. The defendant's vehicle had been traveling 95 south in Attleboro behind Vehicle 1. Vehicle 2 went from the 3rd lane into the 1st lane around Vehicle 1, which had been in the 2nd lane. Vehicle 2 struck Vehicle 1 in the rear, causing Vehicle 1 to lose control, pit maneuver, and go off the road, striking the stone ledge. The operator of Vehicle 2 continued on without stopping. The operator of Vehicle 1 died a short time later at the hospital. Operator of Vehicle 2 unknown. On 7/3/84 at 09:20 hours, the operator of Vehicle 2, Christopher Albert, arrived at the Foxborough State Patrol with his attorney, John Prescott, and surrendered himself. Albert was arrested, advised of his rights, and held pending. The vehicle was later seized by us and held.
Okay, and what I want to say, you guys know who this guy is right here? Hold on, let me look. John Prescott, that's Aunt Bev's brother. So she or he represented him in that case. Let me mute me, I'm sorry. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know why she would have anything to do with this case, why she didn't recuse herself because of the connection between her family and theirs. I just think that that's inappropriate. Okay. Hit and run motor vehicle homicide, 7294, State Route 95 southbound, Attleboro. Trooper Michael Connolly, Trooper William Delaney, Defendant Christopher Albert, date of birth 71, leaving the scene of a motor vehicle, fatal, homicide by negligent operation, homicide by reckless operation. And 9294, 0300 hours, well, why does it say Foxborough? Baraxi investigated a two-car vehicle accident where one vehicle fled the scene. The operator of the other vehicle died. On 7/3/94, the defendant surrendered himself with his attorney to Foxborough Barracks. The defendant, through his attorney, made admissions to being the operator of the vehicle at the time of the accident. The defendant was arrested on above charges and booked. He was later bailed out on $1,000 cash bail. ADA setter at the barracks along the highway or something. So he had a day to where he did not, before he turned himself in, that sounded like he didn't want to turn himself in until the next day because maybe he had been drinking. That's an assumption that is not fact.
Right. Do we know anything about the Albert's parents? Were all of them in law enforcement? Do you know?
I don't know if all are.
I'm going to have to find out. Okay, I'm going to bring up some more documents. If they're not in order, I'm sorry, I did my best.
Then I'll try my best too.
Okay, I don't think this is something that needs to be read, but let me look here to see if there's any kind of information here. Hold on. Let's see. Who is this? Okay, this is him. He was a manager at a pizza place. So he was born in 71. So he was young. What, 22?
23.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. So very sorry. All right.
Okay, 7/3/94, 0800 hours.
Hold on, I gotta mute me. Sorry.
This officer responded to State Police Foxborough to assist them in the investigation of a two-car motor vehicle accident. that had occurred 7/2/94 at 0300 hours on Route 95, Attleboro, where the operator of one vehicle had died. Upon arrival at State Patrol Foxborough, this officer met and spoke with Trooper Michael Connolly, who was the investigating officer of the accident. Trooper Connolly stated that on 7/2/94 at approximately 0300 hours, there had been a two-car motor vehicle accident on State Route 95 in Attleboro. The first vehicle, Vehicle 1, had contained two people and had been traveling on Route 95 southbound in the middle lane. The second vehicle, Vehicle 2, had contained an unknown amount of people and had also been traveling on Route 95 southbound behind Vehicle 1. Vehicle 2 had struck the rear of Vehicle 1, causing Vehicle 1 to leave the roadway and strike a stone ledge. Vehicle 2 had continued on without stopping and making the operator known. The operator of Vehicle 1, Peter Berger, had been transported to hospital and later transferred to, where he had been pronounced dead as a result of the injuries sustained from the accident. The passenger in Vehicle 1, Peggy Lau, had been transported to hospital where treated for minor injuries. You're muted.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get the documents ready.
Mm.
Okay, there was 3 vehicles involved in this. I'm not going to read it word by word, okay? Okay, 3 vehicles were on the Route 95, and what is that?
Route 95 southbound at Attleboro.
Okay. 2 miles prior to the accident scene at high rate of speed, one vehicle had been red, another vehicle had been white. He was in the white vehicle, and he did not recall the color of the third one. Trooper stated that the chemist from the state crime lab had been contacted and examined the victim's vehicle. White paint chips were recovered. As a result of the above mentioned statements and the chemist exam, Trooper had applied for and obtained a John Doe warrant at the district court for leaving the scene of an accident, death resulting motor vehicle homicide by neglect operation and motor vehicle homicide by reckless operation. Trooper stated that the attorney had contacted Foxborough during the evening on 7/2/94 and advised the desk officer he would be bringing in his client who had been involved in an accident to the barricades. So the attorney, John Prescott, arrived there with Chris Albert, observed to have contusions on his forehead. This officer advised Albert, in the presence of his attorney, his Miranda rights. The interview was audio taped. Ooh, I wonder where that is. Also present were the trooper and assistant DA, Sam Sutter. Prescott stated that his client, Albert, had been the operator of the motor vehicle and has been involved in the accident on Route 95. Although Albert refused to make a statement regarding the accident, he did state that his vehicle was a white Chevy Lumina. He agreed to sign a voluntary consent search form, allowing authorities to search his motor vehicle. So he was arrested and he was booked and held pending bail. The officer contacted Cumberland, Rhode Island Police Department and advised them to the location of the Albert's motor vehicle. Cumberland, Rhode Island. Is that Rhode Island? What's RI?
Yes, you're.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Providence is Rhode Island.
Okay. Shoot. All right. The vehicle was located and secured by them until the arrival of Massachusetts authorities. Trooper Conley, accompanied by a ramp truck, responded to the location, took possession of the vehicle. It was transported to Foxborough, where it was held. Give me a minute. Get another one up, y'all. What's this one? This is crazy. He got lucky. That poor family. All right, Grandma, go ahead.
Gotta mute, hun.
Yep, I'm getting there.
By the way, a Chevy Lumina is a minivan, you know. 7294 at approximately 0300 hours. Vehicle 1, Chevy Blazer, traveling southbound Route 95 in Attleboro in center lane at passenger stated speed of 55-60 miles an hour. Vehicle 2, unknown vehicle, traveling southbound Route 95. What? In Attleboro left. Traveled, I don't know, in process of switching from left travel lane to the right travel lane, struck vehicle 1 in the rear, causing vehicle 1 to skid into the median, colliding with, I don't know what that says, something ledge, stone ledge. Oh God, this is bad. Upon striking vehicle 1, vehicle 2 skidded for approximately 200 feet, at which point regained control and continued southbound without stopping. Operator vehicle 1, white male, 24 years of age, foreign exchange student, Johnson & Wales University from Hungary, recently accepted to Yale University. Oh man. Passenger vehicle 1, white female, 24 years of age, foreign exchange student, Johnson & Wales University from China. Operator and passenger vehicle 1 transferred to Sturdy Hospital, further to Rhode Island Hospital in Providence. Operator pronounced dead at 0451, massive head trauma. Passenger, possible internal injuries. Passenger wearing seatbelt. Operator believed not wearing seatbelt. Any witnesses or info, contact State Police Foxborough, Trooper Connolly. Victims' names unavailable pending notification of next of kin. Suspect vehicle described as small white vehicle, possible Honda Prelude. Same will have visible front left damage, headlight housing area. Operator Peter Meserosberger.
Isn't this horrible?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'll read this one then.
Okay, whatever you like.
I muted myself. Hold on, let me bring it up. Shoot, where is it? All right. Trooper Delaney from the District Attorney's Office. I'm here at the Foxborough State Police Department barricade on Route 1. With me is Trooper Conley, who is investigating the accident for the Foxborough Barracks. I'm also here with the Assistant DA. I'm here with Attorney John Prescott from Taylor, wherever that is. And who's this? Huron from Boston, who's representing Christopher Elbert. Okay. Got it.
That's the lawyers group.
Okay. Delaney says, John, can you just state your name and the firm? GP says, sure, my name is John Prescott Jr. I'm an attorney at Taylor Basin Huron at 160 Federal Street in Boston. Delaney says, and Christopher, can you state your name and birth? And he does. Okay, and Delaney says, Attorney Prescott, the reason that you are here this morning is concerning the accident that occurred with your client, Christopher. Is that correct? He says, correct. Do you have a statement that you'd like to say to us? Simply that Mr. Albert was involved in an accident on Route 95 South. He was the operator and it was his motor vehicle. And that's at this point all we're going to say. And then he said, the accident you're referring to is the accident that occurred when? He says, occurred Friday evening, early morning, Saturday morning. Okay, and then he says, okay, there are other basic information that we'd like to get from your client. Is that a problem pertaining to the address, weight, height, basic, or what is that? Biographical data information? Okay, and he says he's going to give you all but the biographical information you want. What does that mean? What is biographical?
About himself, like a biography, all the information about himself that they want.
Okay. But he's not going to make any other statement, and I don't want him questioned by any law enforcement person, DA's office, from the state police, unless I'm present. Okay, go ahead, Grandma.
Okay. You have to bring up the next thing and I'll read for you. That had to be pretty bad to get in that wreck and have to go look up your lawyer and tell him, hey, got anything going tomorrow? Okay, Delaney, understandable. What is your phone number at that law firm, sir? And he gives that. Delaney says, Christopher, what's your address? And it is given. In where? Canton, Mass. And who do you live there with? My mother, father, 4 brothers. Are you employed? Yes. And what's your employer? Sakis. How do you spell that? S-A-K-I-S, Pizza and Subs. And where is that located? It's in Cumberland, Rhode Island. And then it's redacted. And what do you do there? I manage the store. And do you have a social security number? Yes. Do you know what it is? And he gives that, redacted. Do you know where you were born? Yeah, I was born in St. Margaret's up in Dorchester. In Dorchester? Are you married, single, divorced, or separated? Single. What's your father's first name? And he gives it. Mother? Yeah, he gives this. And your mother's first name, and he gives it. Have you ever been arrested before? Redacted, redacted, redacted. I'm trying to think of what else is on this sheet. Oh, motor vehicle. You said he was the operator of the motor vehicle. Is it your car? Yeah. And what type of car is that? It's a 1991 Chevy Lumina Z34. Z34? Yes. And I was wrong. It was the Astro that was the van. Lumina and Astro. I got messed up. Color? It is white. Are you the registered owner or your mom and dad? I am. Do you know the plate number? And he reads it. I can't be positive. I don't really know. VVF or VBF. Yeah, the first 3's right. Okay, how tall are you? About 5'10". How much do you weigh? 170 pounds. Color hair? Brown. Color eyes? Blue. Do you have any scars, marks, or tattoos? I have a tattoo right here. What is that of? Fighting Irish. Okay, Attorney Prescott just said that your attorney is here because your attorney was here because he was operating the car that was involved in the accident that occurred on Route 95. That's correct. Okay, is there any other statement that you'd like your client to make at this time?
Did you hear that? Fighting Irish. What is
Well-
that? Hold
well-
on. I'm going to look.
You'll find out. It's not like a gang or anything.
Okay, I didn't find anything that, caused me any
Oh,
concern.
no. Usually they show a little picture, a tattoo of a leprechaun, and he's got his dukes up,
Yeah, and they like to box, that family.
Proud of their heritage. Actually, we'd like to tell you where the car is. Okay. It's located at where he works at, blah, 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 address, Cumberland, Rhode Island. Who's the owner of the pizza place, Attorney Prescott? Not trying to be coy, that's a little unclear at the present time. Okay. Should we get permission from the owner to voluntarily remove that motor vehicle? You don't need to. It's in the parking lot. It's in the parking lot? Okay. I'm going to show you a form, attorney. You may or may not want your attorney to sign. It's solely up to you. This is a consent to search form, Massachusetts State Police consent to search form that should we and when we recover the car, that we're going to be asking for voluntary permission to search the car for basically whatever evidence we might deem necessary concerning the investigation. Can I talk to him for a minute? Yeah, the tape is going to be turned off with the attorney's permission. The tape is turned back on at 9:32. Attorney Prescott, in relation to that question, are you willing to have your client sign a Massachusetts State Police consent to search form for the voluntary recovery of the client's motor vehicle? He will voluntarily sign that form. Okay, I would just like it filled out before he does. Tense moments, I'm sure. So how was he able to become a police officer after that? Yep, not a problem. And also, there's a separate form that we'll provide with you should and when the vehicle is recovered, which is a property recovery form from the state police, just saying that such and such a time and date that particular item was seized by the state police and will be in our custody. Understood. Attorney Prescott, I'm going to put your name and also your client's name on the person consenting to this search. That's fine, because he is represented by you. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay, once again, attorney, this is basically just saying that I, Christopher Albert, in your presence, Attorney John Prescott, hereby authorize Trooper Michael Connolly from the Foxborough Barracks, a member of Massachusetts State Police, and any other officer assigned to assist, to conduct a complete search of the 1991 Chevy Lumina color white, bearing Massachusetts registration, blah, blah. I'll have you and your client both initial that in the event that the registration plate is wrong. The vehicle right now is currently located at his workplace in Cumberland, Rhode Island. I read it. You read it? Yeah. All right. You want to sign it. Your signature first, consenting to search. And you can actually sign on the witness. You'd like Chris to initial the license plate? Yes, just in the event that the plate is wrong for whatever particular reason. Date and time? Yep, July 3rd, 1994 at 9:30. Obviously, we'll fill out the bottom portion once we recover the vehicle, and the second form will not be able to be filled out until we recover the vehicle. Basically, it just says that we're seizing the vehicle on a particular date and time, and we'll put down the plate and what other thing is, and we will furnish you with a copy of that. Sure. At this particular point of the interview is completed at 9:37 on July 3rd, 1994. Before I turn it off, is there anything else you'd like to say, Attorney? Christopher? Trooper Connolly? ADA Setter? No.
Okay, and that's that. Interesting. Let me go here, though. This is when he announced that he was running for select board member. Okay. And he says here, let's see, when was the date of this? Hold on. What is the correct date? Was it last year? Last April? I'm not sure. Okay, he was running for the select board member April 4th, town election. He said he was a lifetime resident of Canton. He attended elementary and middle school in the town, and his wife and two oldest sons go to Canton High School graduates. His youngest son is currently a sophomore. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, let's see what else. He has several nieces and nephews have graduated in Canton public schools. All 6 of his siblings went to Canton schools as well. For a quarter of a century, he's been the proud owner of D&E Pizza and Subs in downtown Canton. He's had the opportunity to serve the community as a youth sports coach and board member for many years. Canton has been my home since I was 2 years old, living on Fairview Road. What? What?
That was their childhood home, apparently.
No, I see. This is
2 years old, living
the
on
first time
Fairview
I'm
Road.
hearing. That's the first time I've heard that he lived on Fairview Road. Back before owning my own home up in Meadows Ave for 20 years, my goal is to give back and support the community in a larger role. Therefore, I'm announcing my candidacy for select board. He loves Canton, is eager to be more involved and be a service to his fellow residents. I'm dedicated to making our community the best it can be. Thanks for listening, and I would appreciate your support and consideration. And there's that. Wow. He failed to tell people that he's a felon, hit and run homicide that resulted in, a hit and run that resulted in death, homicide, and he only got 6 months for it.
Nice guy. How did he get on the police force?
I don't know, and this is why I want to know about.
Isn't he a cop too?
I'm not 100%, but I thought I heard all these people are cops. Because I want to know, which don't make no sense, why Chris was called to come over to 34 Fairview. What was the purpose of him coming to that home?
Because he was basically right around the corner, and that was his brother's home and their childhood home. And fellow cop is laying in front yard.
It don't make sense for him to call his brother and have his brother come over. There's no reason for him to go over there. I don't know. I don't live out there. I just find this whole thing alarming. That's all.
I
It's
think
how much power law enforcement has.
that the relationship between the judge's brother and this family makes it really questionable at best. Let's say that.
And from my understanding, they asked her to step down and she refused to.
Well, then let's hope everything goes legally and properly as it should, or she's going to be sitting on the hot seat, isn't she?
Can you imagine Aunt Bev being in the hot seat? We see how the women out there are. They all got attitudes. Look at Jen McCabe. She is one angry woman. She is. Oh, I want to show you something funny that I've seen on Turtle Boy's channel. Oh my God. He confronts Chris Albert at a meeting. Hold on.
This should be good.
Okay, you guys. Okay. Turtle Boy is doing some, really good investigative work, journalism, right? But oh my God, I can't help but laugh what he does to these people. Okay, this is him showing up. Let's see, it says, Canton Select Board member descends into chaos, interviewing Albert. Because the people wanted answers. Okay, here we go.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame. What are you smiling about, Chris? What are you smiling about, Chris? What are you smiling about, Chris? What are you? Well, seriously, what are you smiling? What'd you bring a notepad for?
Go run to your foot escape. Go ahead, on your phone edge or whatever fucking time you're on.
Is democracy dead in Canton? Have you guys banned is the First Amendment officially suspended in this town? Chris. Whoa, what's this violence? What's this all about? I'm just trying to ask an elected official a question. I can't ask an elected official a question? Chris, when are you going to resign from the Board of Selectmen, Chris?
We have it on tape. We have it on tape, Chris. We have it on tape.
Chris,
We have it on tape, you murderer.
Don't you think you should resign, Chris? Isn't it kind of ironic that you're on the traffic subcommittee, but you killed a man? Isn't that just a little bit ironic, Chris? Chris, what time did your son Colin leave 34 Fairview Road on the morning of January 29, 2022? Who picked him up? Who called Allie McCabe to pick up Colin that night, Chris? Who called Allie McCabe to pick up Colin? Was it you? Whose Ford Edge was that parked that Lucky Laughlin saw at 3 in the morning, Chris?
Oh, you're not driving tonight. What? I know all about you.
Chris. Oh, wait. Do you have a license, Chris? Do you get to keep your license after killing a man?
You don't want me in my car, right?
Do you? Oh, you need an escort, Chris? I'm not going to hurt you, Chris. I just want to ask you a few questions. Come on.
You're brand innocent people for murdering.
Chris, are you at all worried about your son going to jail? Are you?
Of course he is.
What about your brother? Are you worried about Brian going to jail for killing Boston police officer John O'Keefe for their role in murdering Boston police officer John O'Keefe? Do you think that's funny, Chris? Chris, how do you afford a car if you owe $60,000 in taxes? How'd you pay for this car, Chris?
Chris,
you pay for yours?
What was that?
How'd you pay for yours?
With money, with that, with money. I mean, what's confusing about that, Chris? You did kill a man, right?
You gonna kill me?
What the hell?
You gonna kill me? You gonna kill me?
There we go. Shame. Shameful man right there. Chris Albert killed a man, a Hungarian foreign exchange student.
I'm standing in
He
a
was
public
drunk
place.
driving.
The public
He
place.
rear-ended somebody on the highway and he kept going. And now he has the nerve to accuse Karen Reed, a completely innocent woman, of murder. Do you feel at all sad about that, Chris? Do you feel all sad about that? Chris, why'd you bring a notebook if you didn't take any notes? Chris, why'd you do that?
Look at the cross.
I'm gonna wait until he answers the
You really have a cross? You have a crucifix? How are you gonna have a crucifix if you're going to hell? How are you gonna have a crucifix if you're going to hell?
Hey, you
Chris, you've hit enough people with your car. You've hit enough people with your car, Chris, okay?
Your headlight.
Take it easy,
Your headlight's
Chris.
gonna be Karen Reed.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Take it easy,
Track
Chris.
it, track it. I don't want to get hurt either.
Step aside, please. The vehicle-
Shameful. Shameful.
I'm not the only one.
Shameful.
Why are you surrounding me? I'm not
Shame on you, Chris. You're a disgrace. Excuse me, old man.
Shame on
Excuse
you.
me. Don't fucking touch me, old man. Who the fuck do you think you're touching, son? Fucking touch me again.
All on camera. All on camera.
Shameful. Seriously, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? You here to enable murderers? You're staring at me the whole time. You want to make out with me or something? What are you looking at me for, sir? Who are you? Who are you related to? Who are you, Grandpa? Are you here to defend the honor of murderers, sir? What, do you? I mean, you're staring at me. You got anything to say? Who are you? What's your name? What's your name, sir? What's your name, Grandpa? Come on, Santa Claus. I mean, you were staring at me the whole time. You're staring at me the whole time, sir. Who are you exactly? Who are you and who are you here to defend? You here to defend the Alberts, sir? Is that who you're here to defend? Chris Albert, Colin Albert, Brian Albert, Jennifer McCabe. Why did Jennifer McCabe Google how long to die in cold at 2:27 in the morning? Why did you do that? Do you think it's okay what they did to John O'Keefe? Are you okay with that? Who are you? I mean, that's like, we're going to find out who you are. You know that, right? Like, you're pushing me. What are you doing, sir? You think you scare me, buddy? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So who are you? You're not Bernie Albert, right? You're way too put together to be Bernie Albert. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you here to defend? I mean, you're staring at me the whole time, right?
I don't think you can talk.
Are you a mute, sir? Are you a mute? Who are you? Who are you? Do you often defend cop killers, sir? Do you often defend cop killers? Do you? Do you often defend cop killers?
Watch it, Toby.
Yeah. Do you? So where are you parked? I can walk you to your car. You need an escort like Chris did?
Why don't we step
Yeah.
away, okay? Come on. Where are you parked?
Oh, there he is. Bye, Grandpa. Have a fun bus ride home. Mute Grandpa. Tough guy Grandpa. Oh, boy.
I don't mean to laugh, but my God, those people out there. Here's the link to that. Oh my God.
That was the walk of shame. That was the walk of shame. When Turtle Boy won and he walked away, it was the walk of shame.
I wonder who that man was. I'm sure they found out.
I'm pretty sure they know who that guy was by now. Somebody's tipped him off Facebook or something, YouTube. Somebody's told him who that guy is, and he's probably related, or he's a cop.
Oh, that reminds me of something. I gotta show the people a picture that you sent me. Hold on. I gotta download it to my laptop. Hold on, people. This is interesting. Hold on.
Could this be the after court, after hours?
Grandma, you want to tell the people what this picture is?
Well, it looks like that's a big party at the McCabe house after court this morning. It says, wondering if they're comforting Jen and telling her she did a good job lying today. Sure, that would also be a lie, but that's what these people are best at.
Look at, I can't believe this. Okay, you
Yeah.
guys, let's all get our story straight.
I just realized that my photo wasn't there and I was having a blank person face on my computer.
Okay, this is Karen leaving the driveway. You see the taillight?
Well, Kit, that looks like a tail light to me. It looks intact.
Pretty interesting, ain't it? Because I think, let's look at the CCTV real quick, because somebody said something and I think I agree. It looked like she backed into John's car. Hold on a minute. Let me get it. I should put it on slow-mo. Well,
that's what I was saying. She backed into his car, and if she felt that impact of just tapping his truck or whatever, if she felt that, don't you think she would have felt it if she had backed into a person? It just does not make any sense to me. And thank y'all for hanging out tonight when we're having some audio issues, trying to work them out so we don't have echoing going on, but you know, we have challenges.
yeah, it sucks really bad. Okay, let me set up this video here because all I want to see is her backing out. Hold on. Oh, here. There we go. Hold on. Oh, where did Grandma go? I lost Grandma. All right. Let me looky here. Okay, where is it? Here it is. I'm going to mute this. I'm going to mute them. And we're going to watch this on low speed. Hold on. Here we go real quick. This is John's car. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. It was hard to tell because right when she was backing out, that it was snowing. That wind was blowing the snow. See the back? See the tail light now? I don't know. Grandma?
Yeah, it was cracked. It wasn't broken by everyone's reports.
Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, that's all I want to share for tonight. Can't wait for tomorrow. Any last words, Grandma?
Nope. I'll be with you as soon as I can in the morning. It'll be early though.
All right. Thank you. Love you. And thank you, everybody that comes and watches this. Good night.